The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.
Hi everyone, it's Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer. It is Friday the 13th of May 2022 and I'm here with you for the Bundoran Weekly Podcast, episode 185. It is the podcast that talks about everything Bundoran. A little bit later on I'm going to be joined by Tom Losey of Liquid Therapy, who's going to be guiding me around his brand new surf centre for Liquid Therapy, which is in Rossnowlagh, and also will be in our community corner with Teresa O'Neill from Bundoran Community Centre as well, so that is all on the way. Let us first take a look at entertainment happening across this weekend here in town, starting as we always do at the Allingham and Kieran Macquarie there in the Coolmore Bar tonight from 9:30. Tomorrow night is The Contractor in the Coolmore Bar. Michael English is in the Ballroom, doors open there at 9:15. That is tomorrow night. Zara Montgomery then from 5 till 7 at Key West on Sunday evening. Sinead McLaughlin in the Coolmore Bar 7:30pm, and then on Monday it's music with The Contractor from 8:30, and Tom Moran is in the Coolmore Bar at the Allingham from 8:30 on Tuesday evening. So lots of music there at the Allingham this weekend. Next door at the Bird's Nest, White Lightning there tomorrow night, and then on Sunday it is music with Sean Corrigan. Gary Doherty tonight at the Chase and Bull, and the Fabulous Franks are there tomorrow night. Don't forget the Thirsty Thursdays continue each and every Thursday night at the Bank Bar there on Main Street. And the trad session continues. It's a brand new trad session. It just started up a couple of weeks ago. Sunday afternoons from 3 until 5 o'clock, and that's at George's Bar there on Main Street. Big night at the Dome live music venue as part of the Phoenix Tavern. iRadio's Dave Duke is going to be there doing his thing, and looking forward to seeing Dave, formerly of course of this parish, and doing very well for himself on iRadio, but he will be back to Bundoran this Saturday night at the Dome. Jerry McGinley tomorrow night at the Railway Bar from 9 o'clock. 51 Main Street music tonight with Kevin Francis. Tomorrow night it is Hybe and Jerry McGinley there on Sunday. Celtic Marine Bar tomorrow night, Rebel music with Bo Lochran, and Sunday it is music with Kevin Francis. And in the Abbey Centre in Ballyshannon, Emer Dunn's Hourglass Tour is on there tonight. New out this week at the Eclipse Cinemas, it is Father Stew and also Firestarter, and then the Missed It Monday is The Batman. You can find the full schedule for Eclipse Cinemas on their website, eclipsecinemas.com, or indeed our own discoverbundoran.com as well. A reminder, of course, that tickets are still available. Last few are available for C-Sessions. This day, 5 weeks, it all kicks off at Main Beach, and we're looking forward to that on the 17th to the 19th of June. Lots more artists have been announced in the past couple of weeks, so you can check out our website, discoverbundoran.com, and you can find all of the information there. discoverbundoran.com/events is a website to check out for all of the entertainment that's happening across town. We add to it as we get the information to us, so you can keep checking on that and keep up to date with what is happening across town at any point. And as I say, as we get more information on events and music, etc., we add them to the website, so it's constantly being updated. And of course you can see all those on our social channels as well. And speaking of our social media channels, don't forget that if you are in Bundoran, you're taking some nice photographs around the coastline or in the town, don't forget to tag your photographs on Instagram with the hashtag DiscoverBundoran for your chance to be featured on our feed. And if you're making some stories on Instagram, you can brighten them up with a little Discover Bundoran Giphy as well. So we've got a number of little Giphies there. If you search for GIF and put in Bundoran there, you'll find some nice little animations that you can add and brighten up your stories as well on Instagram. So you can check that out, all of course for free. It is the Bundoran Weekly with thanks to AIB.ie, supporting local businesses in Bundoran and Ballyshannon. Still to come, we'll talk to Tom Losey of Liquid Therapy, and also we'll be in our community corner with Teresa O'Neill from Bundoran Community Centre.
The Bundoran Weekly.
We're here with you for podcast episode 185 of the Bundoran Weekly, and Liquid Therapy is a local charity that we featured before here on the podcast, and they're currently building a new surf centre in Rossnowlagh. I had the pleasure of visiting at last week, and head of Liquid Therapy, Tom Losey, told me a little bit more about it.
That's right. The first surf centre that's purely focused on inclusion and being completely accessible. So we're really excited. It's lovely to be back talking to you again.
Yeah, absolutely. And who's going to be able to use this?
So anybody that would be struggling or is unable to participate in a mainstream capacity. So be that a physical challenge, audio or sensory, they've got an intellectual disability that maybe means that they struggle in a group environment. Liquid therapy here is to provide that personalised support that gives them their best experience on the beach that we just love and enjoy down here in South Donegal.
I think I remember the last time we spoke, you mentioned how many years it was, and I was like, what? It's been that many years? So shock me again.
So it's been we did a stats thing recently, which I loathe, but it was a bit of an eye-opener. Yeah, so now we're 11 years.
Wow, right.
We became a charity last year, and we discovered we've delivered over 4,000 sessions to over 2,000 participants who have come from every single county in the country to be here.
Wow.
And we should meet that on its own just this year as well. So we're really excited to. We're looking at probably like 500 to 600 participants, 3,000 to 4,000 sessions across a range of programs. So it's really great.
Will having this facility help that along?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's really let us kind of like grow and project into this year in the future. Being a trailer on the beach operation has been lovely and very carefree, but there was just too many wetsuits and surfboards at the house. And also we've just really seeing a need of people who need a more dignified and respectful space to prepare to get on the beach rather than just getting changed in the back of the car. And we're going to be able to offer that this year. What's also lovely is that our mental health program is available through the HSC in Toosla. And so we're going to be seeing participants come with, say, carers and social workers. And so they then need a more appropriate changing facilities rather than that authentic get changed in the back of your seat experience.
So you haven't been idle over lockdown?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, even applying for a charity status, I'm sure that there's a lot of work in that.
Yeah, that was a very painful 2-year journey, but really worthwhile and great to be there. And then we've got we've got a really strong, diverse team who have brought their skill sets, and the community. We've had some really fantastic volunteer days, and we've seen welders, builders, plumbers on site who may not have traditionally been in that voluntary role, but liquid therapy has really been able to benefit from their expertise, and they've really enjoyed kind of bringing something that they excel at to the project.
Very good, very good. I must say, the smell of varnish is quite overwhelming in here as we speak. And I know when do you have an open date or a deadline that you're heading for?
Yep. So we started the project. We started our live projects just this Monday past, and we want to use the 24-hour surf that is going to be our fundraiser this year in June to be like the opening. So it'll be an open weekend so that families and the community can come and see now what is here. So we've given ourselves a little bit more time to a bit of a soft launch, iron out those last few little jobs that need to be done, and then really kind of go for it for this season coming.
So my ears have pricked up there to the 24-hour surf. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we realised that we kind of, now that we want to be around for longer, and we are that charity, we know that we need to future-proof. We know that we want to keep increasing capacity because we don't meet the demand that's there. So we're like, what can we do that's original and exciting? And we came up with the 24-hour surf. We're in a perfect location. It's an event that the liquid therapy participants can be involved in and volunteers can get involved in. It's just something that's really appealing across the line, and it only takes an hour commitment. Right. But the 24-hour surf is a good statement too. Yeah,
absolutely. How does that work in the middle of the night?
Actually, it's caused quite the stir in the surf community because everyone's kind of wants to do that.
Right.
We're going to have like floodlights.
Yeah.
It's that
I would hope so.
We have, got a few torches, cars on the beach. So that everybody signs up for their hour slots. If they're volunteers, they'll be supporting the kids in the water. And over that 24 hours, we look to have maybe like about 80 participants who will each do their own little bit of fundraising. That's the guys in the background working away.
That's Dara and Kieran.
That's Dara and Kieran doing their thing.
Good man.
And we hope to have like some local community groups come and have like surf lessons as well, and just kind of start to like put an appeal out there as to what's going on here, and maybe make this an event for the future as well.
Fantastic. So when is that on?
So that's on the Saturday, the 4th of June, going into the 5th.
Nice.
We start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we finish at 9 o'clock the next day.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Little bit nervous and a little bit excited. It's like a really great idea and it sounds really good. But as we kind of look into the logistical and maybe some of the health and safety aspects, we're aware that we need to provide the right level of support that's there. And it's the first year, so we're learning that. We know that going forward it's going to become easier and easier.
Can anybody take part in that?
Yes, definitely. If they go to our social media, you'll see links on there and on our website, liquidtherapy.ie, or just find us on social media. And there's the links are there to the Eventbrite and the sessions that you can select on there.
Or whatever,
and then we're also doing a GoFundMe as well. So if people just want to donate to that cause, they can do that too, which is available on all of the usual platforms.
So as we've alluded to, the whole thing, it is a charity. And that's how you need the funding to keep it going.
Yeah, totally. Like all of our summer programs and most of our seasonal programs, they're all volunteer. They're all for free. We don't charge the families. Liquid Therapy's philosophy is removing barriers. And sometimes that financial or socio-economic challenge means that participation just isn't possible. So it's only with the resources that we have, we can only deliver to the capacity that we have. So the more that we have, the more we can do. And over the last few years, we've had great support and some good success that has enabled us to double our team this year. So, and even then, we're still not able to meet the requirements, the requests that are coming in.
And do you mentioned that you had people from all over the country. Do you have people coming in from outside of the country yet, or is that the next step?
We've had a few.
Okay.
We were just in Portugal recently, developing on a European program, developing programs for people who have visual impairment, audio, and the water wheels that you saw. So our wheelchair program. And there we met a group from Germany who have a program called Open Oceans, and they run basically...
In Germany.
Yes. In Germany, that's the surfing capital of Europe. And they want to bring their participants there. So they want to run a full holiday program and start bringing participants here. So we need to be ready for that too, which is about upskilling the team, making sure the right services are available. And the future is really exciting in that regard.
Brilliant. So what about other plans into the future?
Oh, put me on the spot there with that question. So our hope would be that we've got this centre for 3 years at least, and just to prove that actually there is a demand for this service all year round. We saw a really exciting programme again while we were away, and it was for the 70 plus, and it was a bodyboarding programme.
Wow.
And you just see the resources we have here, and you see every audience benefits from time at the beach. And if we can have a program that enables people who don't have that confidence, or would just like that little bit of extra support and information, that if we can be that agency and charity that supports that and provides them with access to a free resource all year round, social prescription and being out they're so important elements to our lives these days and well-being, that if we can be that agent that supports that, then that's only a good thing. And there's kind of like an endless list of programs and potentials to engage us.
Fantastic. Well, listen, Tom, you sound like you have it all worked out in your head anyway for now. And so I wish you the best of luck with it. Obviously, we'll put the link and the details of the 24-hour surf in the podcast notes as well. And that sounds like a really great event, a really unique one as well. So best of luck with that, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Shane.
The Bundoran Weekly.
Thanks, Tom. We will put a link to the 24-hour surf in the podcast notes, and you can check out all of the details there and register for that. It sounds like a very, very interesting and fun fundraiser. Okay, let us head over to Bundoran Community Centre, and here's Teresa.
Thanks, Shane. We have a youth hangout that's on every Wednesday in the Ruggie Suite at 4:15 to 5:45. If you are between the ages of 12 to 17 years and looking for a safe space to meet, come and join us. Free hot chocolate with games. Our women's group are back to meeting on a Wednesday at 11:30 in the Ruggie Suite. They are getting together to plan the activities and day trips. It's €3 per person with tea and coffee and biscuits. Email the Wild Atlantic Women's Group at gmail.com. The parent and toddler group is every Friday in the Ruggie Suite at 10 a.m. Parents, guardians, grandparents and carers are all welcome. Please email bundorancommunitycentre@gmail.com to book. We have desks available in our Co-work Plus. We offer safe local remote working facility. To inquire about price or for a tour in our space, call 07198 29675 or email info@coworkplusbundoran.ie. Food Cloud is still available in the centre between Mondays and Thursdays. Times are vary as we wait for donations from Lidl Bundoran. Keep an eye on our Facebook page and Instagram for our next donation. And as always, if you have any inquiries, please do not hesitate to call 07198 29675 or email bundorancommunitycentre@gmail.com for any printing needs.
Thanks, Teresa. We will talk to you next week. I hope you have a great week, and don't forget you can contact us at podcast@bundoranweekly.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter @Bundoran Weekly, and follow us wherever you're listening right now, or indeed stream and download all episodes on demand should you really wish to. It's all at bundoranweekly.com. From me, Shane Smith, have a great week. We'll talk to you next Friday. Good luck.
The Bundoran Weekly is a production of Discover Bundoran.
The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.